Welcome to Busy Brain Club, where thinking is free and we should do more of it. In this video, we're going to discuss how and why I created the Busy Brain Club YouTube channel. Knowing why I created the YouTube channel will give you a better viewing experience and an insight into how I think. The price of admission is free. Just hit the like and subscribe button. You could join Locals and Patreon by clicking the link in the pinned comment or from the card in the corner. You can also purchase our productivity journal available on Amazon. Links for both will also be in the description. Let's rewind clocks and go back when I was a young man in high school. Ever since then, I was a walking contradiction. When I was in high school in Jamaica, the last 2 years specifically, you're allowed to specialize in different areas, different subject areas. And they're all kind of grouped together. You have the sciences, business, engineering, the arts. But notice I never mentioned information technology because I am that old. It wasn't really a thing at high school at the time. So each group had its different subjects that sometimes overlap. So for example, in the sciences, you would have biology, chemistry, physics, geography. Usually students will choose subjects in a group. So if you're into sciences, you'll choose physics, biology, and chemistry. If you're into business, you would choose entrepreneurship, principles of business, and accounting. You get the idea. But when it came to me and I had to make my choice, I chose technical drawing, accounts, physics, and biology, which was kind of weird, and my teacher thought it was strange as well. I never specialized in any area, any subject area. I just chose the subjects that I liked. Fast forward a few years, but still a decade from now, with experience in all of these subject areas, I started to suffer from a self-diagnosed condition I call busy brain. What it means is I have non-stop thoughts running through my head, even when I'm speaking, like right now. What's crazy about it is whenever it's going on in my head, it's not related to what I'm saying or what I'm doing in the physical world. My thoughts may differ drastically from what is actually going on. It's kind of like a daydream. It's almost like an attention deficit disorder that doesn't manifest physically. So I will sit calmly, not fidgeting or anything, but my brain is busy working. I can't stop thinking. You might think I'm overthinking, but not really, because it doesn't stop me from doing anything. It doesn't wear me out. However, it will sometimes distract me. Even then, I don't ruminate or obsess over particular thoughts. It's just a constant flow of consciousness, one thing overlapping the other. Anyways, to conquer a lot of these things, I ended up following this guy on YouTube named Megan. Now, what's interesting about Megan is he had this philosophy of the 3 Ds of life: dominance, discipline, and direction. And he created this framework where he drew up on a piece of paper how he would attack his day, and he would decide if it's a dominance day, discipline day, or a direction day. His methods helped me through a tough spot about a decade ago, and he had this method of journaling that I used to get me to this point. I would draw up how he designed his journal, but I got tired of drawing, so I ended up designing one and putting it on Amazon. Right now, if you want a copy of it, you could buy it on Amazon. Everything I've ever accomplished, all of my successes stemmed from that journal, the intention of just writing things down every day. If you want this book to purchase, like I said before, there's a link in the description, and that's a good way to support the YouTube channel, and you'll have something in return that'll help you with your endeavors in the future. Now let us discuss why I created the YouTube channel. I spent a lot of time thinking about random stuff, but every now and again something is brought to my attention and I have to pause and kind of reflect on the real world. And what I find is a lot of bad ideas, it is marketed to us as if it's good ideas. I can see the bad ideas, but a lot of people can't. There seems to be a collapse or a corruption of our trusted news sources. It's like a marriage between tabloids and news, or news and tabloids. They are both indistinguishable at this point. So it's easy for people to say, well, if you do some critical thinking, you see the bullshit. But it's not that easy. We're immersed in our day-to-day lives. We don't have the mental bandwidth to go into deep without research. We expect our news to be transparent and somewhat fair, even when you apply critical thinking. If your trusted news sources are corrupt, then you will still end up with the wrong conclusions. It will require some immense digging, and most people think on the surface, so that's not happening. Why are people thinking on the surface? Well, I just said it. Because we got bills to pay. We got kids to deal with. We got our wives annoying us. It's stressful. We don't have time to be debating about these things, and so we just say whatever. But that's how they get you. That's how the programming gets in your brain to think things are one way when they aren't. Also, I realize a lot of younger folks are more susceptible because of the failures of the education system. On purpose, I believe. It has failed to create independent thinkers and instead promotes groupthink. If I can't bring a decent contradicting idea to the group, then we have a big problem in society. It is sometimes referred to as the woke mind virus. So we have to approach things a different kind of way. Now, people will call others stupid for believing silly ideas, but what they fail to realize is we have at some point in our lives believe some stupid ideas. Guaranteed, we all believe something that is untrue or stupid at this very moment. So if you cannot see the falsehood, maybe you don't have the tools to discern fact from fiction. In today's world, it's becoming increasingly difficult with the amount of information that is piped to you that is bullshit. It's almost impossible for the human brain to process all of it. So we keep the default settings. It's easier to just continue believing what we were initially fed than to find objection into things that perhaps are closely tied to our identity or self-perception. The solution cannot be just telling people you should know better. What I hope to accomplish with this channel is to tell people to practice holding contradicting ideas in your head. Yes, you might lean in a particular direction but hold both ideas in your head as true. It's a practice of challenging your beliefs internally and getting used to the feeling of cognitive dissonance. So in the event new information is acquired that requires a change in your beliefs, you are already uncomfortable. You didn't base your identity on a lie because you never forcefully push your ideas onto others. Instead, you held a neutral position with a tilt towards one side. And that is how you express yourself in the world. I believe this is the only way we'll survive the propaganda machine, with artificial intelligence being used en masse to make us believe one thing over another. So when you watch something on this channel, please understand I'm expressing thoughts, and I usually give you the reasoning why I'm expressing them and how I got to that conclusion. I'm always holding contradicting thoughts in my head. Thinking is not easy, but it's free, and we should do more of it. If you want to support this channel, you can purchase the Busy Brain Club Productivity Journal. A great way to accomplish anything in life is to first write it down, or you could subscribe on Locals or Patreon. Links are in the description. Give me a like and subscribe is also appreciated. That is free. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.